I guess Zazu could be hiding behind a couch or something.
Yeah, or under a chair. Jillian will go in and kind of crouch down and look under some of the couches and chairs and stuff. Zazu!
Lizzie will shine the light around.
And Jillian will, when she does this, will also rattle her paper bag. Food sounding sounds.
This kind of looks like a waiting room, like at the doctor's, but wouldn't that be at the start of the hospital? I don't know.
It's a big place, so maybe that means there's like an operating thing nearby or something.
Guess. Do you see anything?
Not so far. That is so weird.
Oh, this looks like it would have probably been a service elevator at some point.
Lizzie, if you shine your light down the shaft, how far does it go?
It's pretty deep. I wouldn't want to jump or anything.
And there is no protection. It is literally, to do it, you're leaning over the shaft.
Of course.
Yeah, that's not a good way down. And she's gonna take a step back. Going.
We should probably make sure that this level is clear before we go down.
We can always come back to it later if we absolutely have to.
Well, this one's made of metal. It looks like a fire door or something, so I doubt the cat could push it open on its own.
Then let's just keep going.
Let's keep looking.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm not gonna argue you into going down there.
Why are you scared?
It doesn't work to make fun of me if I say yes.
Yeah, you're right. It's no fun.
No. So there.
Just grin at Lizzie.
And I guess Lizzie will keep going. The hallway turns and goes back up. So she'll keep going that way.
And Dillon's opening doors and calling in, looking in. Hey, cat.
Dillon, I think you're gonna scare it off again if it is in one of these rooms.
Well, at least he's not quacking now.
Why did you guys quack?
The baseball guy said you had a duck.
Baseball guy?
So look, the baseball team and the football team don't get along, right? So the football team were the ones who took the cat, and then someone from the baseball team saw it, and then they know that Dillon doesn't like the football team, so they thought if they told Dillon, he'd go mess with the football team, and I don't know, they could laugh about it.
Why did all of you tag along then with Dillon?
Because it's not good to be in here?
Despite what it might look like, we are actually friends.
Yeah.
It says you.
Yeah, says us.
You disagree?
If you disagree, then you would have just let that Tyrannosaurus eat us, so.
I mean, that big dog that we saw named Tyrannosaurus.
What big dog? Really?
He's trying to stop us sounding crazy, but it doesn't even matter at this point, because even if she tells anybody that we were saying there were dinosaurs, it's not like anybody would believe it, so who cares?
Who am I going to tell?
I don't know.
Your mom?
She's not here. She's in California.
Your dad?
He's in California too.
Huh. And Dillon holds up his hands and...
What?
See, she's not going to tell anyone.
I didn't say she was.
Oh, wait, you live with your aunt, right?
I do.
But you don't talk to your aunt.
I do. I like my aunt. She's the one that got me into all the witchy stuff. And she runs the florist shop in town.
Really?
So, yeah, I work there on Saturdays.
What do you mean, really? Why does that sound so odd? You seem baffled by the idea of a flower shop.
But a witch who owns a flower shop?
Sure. Is that any weirder than a conspiracy guy who owns a comic shop?
I guess not. Alright, let's check this door.
Okay, fine. We already checked all the doors down here. Lizzie will pull open a door to a 5.
This room has old metal and wooden filing cabinets which line the walls. The drawers are pulled open. Paper is scattered across the floor. Upon the wall is a framed newspaper article.
You're not gonna like this room, Dillon.
Why?
It's full of stuff to read.
So?
So you don't like that. Lizzie's gonna walk over and shine the flashlight on the newspaper that's framed.
Well, I like comics, and you read them.
Okay, these aren't comics, though.
And it's from the LA Gleamer. And it talks about how successful the sanatorium was. That so many were cured, and so many asylum inmates were sent home cured. Next to it, however, is scratched into the wall rather harshly, "Where is the truth?"
Where's the truth?
I feel like someone didn't like this article they hung up very much.
I'm surprised they didn't rip it down if they didn't like it.
Do you think someone came back after it closed and just went around writing stuff?
Well, it's been closed a long time, right?
Guess. I didn't. It's been closed for like 20 years.
Yeah, nothing interesting here.
Also, no cat in the filing cabinet, because that wouldn't make any sense.
Can Jhillian move the article? Like, take it off the wall? Anything on the back? Just kind of sheepishly shrug. I thought there might be another yes on the back.
I mean, why not? If someone's writing on all the stuff, they might as well write on the back of that.
Hang it back up.
There was stuff in the... This wasn't taken down, but in all the... Like... I guess they're not bedrooms, but you know... In all the rooms with the beds, it looks like they took crosses off the walls.
Oh. Actually, if Dillon or Mark want to give me a hand, I think there's something behind this cabinet.
Behind the
Oh,
cabinet?
really?
Yeah. But I can't quite... we have to move the cabinet slightly.
Alright, Lizzie will
Looks like
shine
a
the light so they can move it.
Looks like a frame. And she'll pull out, after the cabinet's moved, a framed commendation for a Nurse Claire Frank from 1959. The way it was shoved there, though, it doesn't look like it fell down from the wall or anything like that. It's like somebody tossed it in there.
Someone hid it behind a filing cabinet?
Kind of odd. Maybe
I mean-
somebody was jealous?
Doesn't it just say she did a good job? Or something?
Commendation. Yeah, I guess.
Well, I guess if someone didn't think the hospital did a good job, then maybe they didn't think she did a good job either?
Yeah, or maybe they didn't like her and didn't think she deserved it.
Maybe. But they could have just, I don't know, ripped it up or thrown it out. Same with the article, though. I don't know.
We could look it up in the library later. See if we could find this Claire Frank, but I don't know if it matters.
For finding your cat, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little more concerned about.
All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else in here. And she'll shine the flashlight around the room. And upon not seeing a cat, she will head back out into the hallway.
Follow the light.
And Dillon takes a deep breath. That's all you need. You just needed me to move that.
Yeah,
There's
thank
no
you.
vent down there, is there?
Nope. You are pretty strong, though. Thank you.
Am I? Yes, I am. And he flexes his right arm.
Just chuckle at that.
So that looks like another elevator, and that's. I mean, we were already kind of down that way. I don't know. Where haven't we been yet?
We haven't been up this way. Looks like it could be a chapel or something. There's some red curtains blocking the way.
I mean, that makes sense if the hospital was run by the church, right? They'd put a chapel in there.
Yeah, but I guess since it's just a curtain, the cat could have run through.
That's true. Guess we'd better take a look. And Lizzie will go to pull the curtain aside. If it's curtains
And-
blocking
yeah.
the doorway.
There's curtains there and curtains along the outside wall.
Oh, okay. Well, wherever like the doorway looks like, she'll try and pull the curtain aside. As Lizzie pulls the curtain back, she gasps slightly and will point to a section of the wall upon which is scratched the phrase, "I will keep a part of you."
It's a little bit foreboding.
Why would someone write that?
Who do you think they're talking about?
I don't know.
And why would you scratch that into the wall?
I know. I mean, the other stuff at least sort of. It sounded like it could have been somebody who was mad that the hospital didn't do a good job and they came back and they were upset about it, but I don't know.
Wonder why in a chapel?
Yeah, I guess we'd better keep.
This place keeps getting weirder and weirder. Hope we can find your cat soon.
Yeah, I hope we can find a way out after we find the cat.
Who's entering the chapel?
Lizzie with the light.
And
Jhillian.
Dillon with
Wait.
the...
With the Dillon?
Entering this large room, you can see it is a chapel, but it is also extremely cold. Your breath mists when you breathe. Wooden pews are misaligned or turned over, stained, chipped, or broken. Whatever was on the raised section at the front has been utterly smashed, and on the wall behind it there is no longer a cross. There is, however, scratched on the wall, "Beg as you should, but there will be no forgiveness for you here."
Wow,
No,
that's cool. As Dillon
that's-
breathes out a
So
huge
cold.
mist of air.
I'm pretty sure Zazu's not in here. It's too cold. Somebody did not sound happy, though.
No, someone was really angry.
And must have been here for a long time because it would have taken them ages just to scratch all that onto the wall. Is this like olden day graffiti or something? What?
Since it's a chapel, Jillian's gonna look around and see if she can find any candles. Does anybody have a way to light this? Maybe we could use some more light.
Dillon, do you still have those matches from the past?
Matches from the past. And he pats himself And I guess I'm going to have to spend a luck point.
That would be fair, but not inconceivable.
And he reaches into his back pocket where he pulls out a butterfly knife and and he holds his hands up in the air and he double quotes, "Book of matches." He says.
Okay,
So you
but does
do
he
like
have the
books?
matches? He pulled out the knife and said book of matches, but does he have any?
He's saying, "So you want the book of matches?" And he holds up what appears to be he holds up a thing of matches, a matchbook. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because that was a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he holds
don't
up a
need
matchbook.
them. Jillian does.
Hands the book of matches to Jhillian.
He's so hung up on that still.
So you do like books after all.
Well,
She'll put the candle down and light it, and then pick it
in
back up.
fairness, these could burn down a lot of books.
Some books can burn down a lot of things too.
Can I get those
And
back off
it-
you? It's sort of
Yep.
like a good luck charm.
Yep, she hands them back.
And the candle does light.
So she'll kind of shield it with a hand as she's moving around, but now they've got another second light source.
So cold though.
Yeah, we should leave. Is there another way out of this or back the same way?
Let's go back. The cat's not here, so
Yeah, I wonder why it's so cold here.
Lizzie will make sure everyone can see to get out and then follow behind with the light.
Looking down the passage, you can see that there is a jet black nun. She is rather ornate in her attire, her habit, so she would not be a novice. And she's standing there. No, she's not standing. You realize you cannot see her shoes, but she's at least a couple of inches off the ground. Her hands are gloved, and within them she carries a large wooden cane, and she taps it on the ground and glides forward a couple of steps. Her face is hidden in complete darkness, and the habit itself seems to absorb light. She moves slowly and then pauses and turns and looks behind a sofa, as if she's checking for something. And then she steps back and turns and moves forward a couple of steps and opens a door and glances in. And then she's slowly turning in your direction.
Mark will quickly back up and push his way back to the other side of the curtains.
As he bumps into whoever is coming behind him.
He falls onto his butt.
What?
There's something out there.
Oh, is it
Something-
Zazu?
It's definitely not Zazu.
What is it?
I don't know.
Dillon will step past.
Lizzie's looking out as well because Mark has not explained himself.
And you see the nun moving. She, from his point of view, if he looked, she'd be closer. This is, however, the first point you've seen her. And it's the same. She is definitely not touching the ground. You cannot see a face. It is completely... There is no features. It's just a blackness in the dim light. and she has this large wooden cane, and she's stopping every couple of steps and she's looking for something.
And Lizzie has frozen for a second, but then
What is it?
I think we need to hide. And since this nun looks like it's looking for something, she's gonna duck behind one of the red curtains and stand as still as she can.
Well, since Lizzie hasn't explained what she's seen,
It's the theme of the
Jhillian will take a look.
Jhillian also sees the nun, who is clearly unusual.
Clearly.
You can feel it sort of emanating down the hall.
Just hide somewhere, quick! Comes muffled from behind a curtain.
It's not touching the ground.
Wayne is going to take a step out into the hall to see this.
And he sees her.
He's going to stand there for a second and then take down the hall the other way.
Alright, Lizzie's staying behind a curtain and she's turned her flashlight off because a flashlight glowing from behind a curtain would be a dead giveaway.
Well, Dillon was holding the curtain open.
Do you think we can talk to her? She's a ghost, right?
Do not!
Do you think she's looking for your cat as well?
No, I assume
Lizzie's thinking everyone's gonna get themselves murdered.
Lizzie's panicked voice is starting to get to Jhillian a little bit, and she starts pulling Dillon back in as well with her. And no, I don't think she's looking for Zazu. I don't know if nuns were kind of running this place. She might be looking for boy and girl ghosts that are hiding from her. I don't know. Maybe we should do as Lizzie
so we should hide.
Yeah. Put out the candle and hide.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Did! I said that before I got behind the curtain. Now hide somewhere.
Dillon will go and hide behind the curtain next to Lizzie.
But ghosts aren't real.
Okay, I don't care, Mark. Just hide.
And the curtains are basically about the only place to hide because all the pews are broken, correct?
No, some are just misaligned in that.
I'll go hide behind the curtain too, but in a slightly different spot.
Face out behind the curtain.
Mark is still kind of standing in the hallway, in shock.
Jhillian will go forward and pull Mark back. Come on, Mark.
As you pull him, he kind of shakes his head and snaps back to attention and kind of jogs with you to hide behind one of the pews.
Okay. So from the chapel, those that are hiding within, behind the pews, you hear the tapping get louder and see the bottom part of the nun, who is not touching the ground for sure, standing in the open chapel entrance, as she must be looking within. And she's there for a few seconds, and then she starts to move down the hall past where the others are hidden behind the curtain. It definitely gets colder still, and you can hear this strange sort of slow breathing. And it stops in front of Lizzie. And she sees this black gloved hand at the edge of the curtain and starts to pull the curtain open. And just when you think it would expose you, from somewhere deep within you hear,
I love you. Mom.
and it sort of echoes, and the fingers sort of tighten on the curtain. And starts tapping as it moves down the corridor in the direction of where the child's voice echoed from.
And Lizzie exhales because she was holding her breath.
You can hear the tape tapping, and it gets fainter, and then quiet.
And Lizzie's gonna kind of sink down to the ground and just sit against the wall.
What on earth?
What the heck was that? You okay?
I'm fine because, the ghost didn't open the curtain after all. Although I feel like that was a close thing. But you heard that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a kid in here? Or a ghost? Or a ghost kid? Or... I don't know.
So we're now looking for a ghost and a kid.
I think we're still just looking for a cat.
Oh, and a cat.
I don't want to find a ghost.
That was so cool. Proof, finally proof, with my own eyes. A ghost.
Very cool. That nearly gave me a heart attack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lizzie. Are you okay? That was
I'm fine, but she...
so close.
But ghosts, they're not real. They can't
Well, I
be.
guess
It
they
doesn't
are
make any
then.
sense.
Well,
But you can't go back in time either, and dinosaurs don't exist, so you know.
yeah, well, see, his thing is that's different because that's science. So if you can make ghosts sound like science, then I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh. Just pats him on the shoulder. So,
Where did Wayne go?
Yeah.
Should we yell for him, or is that gonna make the ghost come back?
We definitely should not be yelling.
Well, I mean, it stopped when that kid... I don't know. Is that who it's looking for?
Maybe
Don't
should
know.
we follow it?
No.
Well, didn't
Why?
Wayne go that way?
That's where Wayne went.
Is it?
Didn't he run off the way it was going?
Was that his voice?
No, he doesn't talk. I mean, if he suddenly decided to, that would be an odd first kind of foray into speech. I don't... Well, we gotta find him, and we still gotta find the cat. But now we gotta not get found by a nun.
Yeah, scary nun.
I think it was her that was making it all cold. 'Cause it was so much colder when she was right there.
I knew I didn't like religion.
'Cause it's cold.
That too.
Well, we better follow where Wayne went.
Which way?
Didn't he keep going down the hallway? Well... I guess he went... He didn't go back where we came from, because that's where the nun was, so he must have gone down there. And Lizzie will point down the hallway that heads back to the lobby.
Well, if there's a kid in here, we need to find the kid.
But is it a kid or is it a ghost kid?
Well, if there is a kid in here, shouldn't we have to find the kid as well as the cat?
Well, yeah, so we can add that to the list. Wayne, cat, possible kid.
Maybe it's Timothy.
Who's
It's
Timothy?
It's gotta be a ghost. The kid from the picture.
All right, well, let's go this way anyways, because we haven't been this way, and we have to find Wayne and Zazu.
I think that nun was the nurse that they thought did a good job.
I was wondering that too, but there's no way to tell.
Oh, I guess we can't really ask her name.
Couldn't see the face either.
Okay.
Don't forget they were floating.
Yeah, she was floating. But was the cane touching the ground still? Because you could hear it tapping.
Looks around for the voice.
Lizzie's still heading down the hallway towards the lobby, shining the light around and looking for a cat and or Wayne and or a small child.
Wayne can see light. A flashlight, in fact.
Wayne will go towards the flashlight, to be exact.
To be exact. Lizzie will see Wayne, to be exact. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, cross one off your list, Dillon. Here's Wayne.
And on the way back to the lobby, you would pass this room and you see a sign. It says Mother Superior. It is a wooden nameplate and her name has been scratched out violently.
There's more scratching there.
Do you think that's where the nun came from?
I mean, I guess she could have. A Mother Superior's a kind of nun, right?
Think so?
But if she went off down that way, I guess she's not in there. Now? I don't know how ghosts work. But if we're gonna look in there, I guess we'd better look now while she might not be in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, who wants to open the door?
All right. Dillon will push through the group and put his hand on the door handle.
A large wooden door with a cross is now askew. The nameplate says Mother Superior, but has name been violently scratched out. Within is a large wooden desk, and to one side a table with a weathered Bible sits closed. On the desk is a piece of paper.
No Zazu?
Oh. Dillon will walk over
Zazu.
to the desk and pick up the piece of paper. Hey, catty, catty, cat, 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 cat.
He says to the paper.
Oh, no, he's calling out as he's walking in.
No, I know.
Yeah. Catty, cat, 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 cat. Hey, maybe that's what I can call you.
Catty cat cat?
Catty, cat, 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 cat.
Is what he's gonna call Jill?
Yeah.
Catty cat 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 cat? That's a long nickname.
It beats Jhillian.
He'll give up eventually. He tried calling me Colonel for a while. It didn't stick.
Colonel?
Like the chicken.
Oh, that's a little rude.
That's my last name. Sanders.
Ah.
And he called me Soup for a while.
He still calls you Soup.
Yeah.
Like super?
No,
Like
as in
Campbell.
soup. Campbell.
Huh.
Yeah, that's my last name.
Well, then mine
What's
would...
your last name, Wayne?
Wayne doesn't have a last name.
Two.
How is he meant to express this?
I don't know.
You normally do.
Telepathically.
Interpretive dance.
Through the interpretive dance.
Well, he didn't bring his notebook, so he just kind of...
Right
He just
in the
kind of
dust.
stares like he scratches it on the wall.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right in the dust.
Poor
Well, he
Wayne
writes
Star.
Esther then.
All right. Okay, so Wayne's last name is Esther. That's why I call him Waynester.
Oh. Okay.
Well, then cats fits, I guess. What's on the piece of paper?
It's a hand scribbled note that says, Annabelle is afraid of Mother Superior. She tries to hide, but is always found.
Why are you
Why
saying
did I
it
do
like
that in a southern
I
accent?
don't know.
Oh no, you're possessed.
Oh no! Really?
I do declare.
Uh
Annabelle's scared of Mother Superior and tries to hide,
huh. But she's
but
always found.
well, if that ghost was the Mother Superior, maybe she was looking for Annabelle.
Oh, which could have been the kid that we heard screaming.
But then, if the kid's hiding, why would she yell?
Because she's wanting her mummy.
I guess. Well, maybe we should go in case she comes back. I mean, is there anything else in here? Lizzie will shine the light around, as she's been doing in every room.
Mostly just moldy stuff in here by the looks of it. I guess that Bible was the only thing of note.
I think the same could be said for this whole place. Lots of moldy stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Quite the experience. I'm surprised you guys don't come here for Halloween.
No one's ever been here.
No.
And in fairness, I've only just found out about this place, like,
You
today.
didn't know about it?
Well, no, not really. I thought it was just abandoned house.
It's not. That would be a big house, Dillon.
Oh yeah, aren't you rich, Dillon?
Yeah, he is.
Your house is probably this big, isn't it?
And Dillon gets a very lax look on his face and is like, I am not rich. My parents are rich. I just happen to be rich by association. We need to go find the child.
Okay, what? Stop talking like that. Let's go look for the cat and the kid, and we already found Wayne, so that's good.
But Lizzie, I'm possessed.
We're not.
But that's what they told me. Okay, I'm not possessed. I was just kidding.
Yeah,
You freaked out yet?
not by that. That just sounds stupid.
I sound stupid? Thanks, Lizzie. You took me
I didn't say
insensitive.
you did.
So insensitive.
Yeah, I'm the insensitive one. Okay, well, we didn't go down that way. Still. So I guess we better go look. And she'll, from the lobby, shine the light down the hallway that goes up.
That definitely went the other way, but I guess it could have... Well, it could be anywhere at this point. Honestly, sorry, Jhillian, but I don't particularly care about your cat all that much anymore.
Okay, well, do you care about the fact that there could be a kid?
It's probably a ghost. No kids come here.
Do you remember the fact that the doors are locked? I mean, they're right there. Try if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try them again. And Mark will try the doors again. Nothing appears to have changed.
Nope. And at least if we're looking for the cat, we're doing something. So... shall we?
I guess.
Well, the other thing is, like I said, Zazu is a street cat. Maybe they find, or they'll find a way out as well. So,
Maybe.
if we find him, maybe he's found another way. As silly as that sounds. I
Could
mean, I
be.
don't imagine, animals are supposed to be sensitive to things like ghosts and stuff. I don't imagine he's enjoying his time here either. All right. Up there.
All right. Well, if we see a nun, I guess we hide, because that sort of worked before.
Not
Except
if
it
we
wouldn't
see a
have
nun, we run.
if a kid hadn't yelled. I don't know, Mark. She can float. Does it sound like we can outrun someone that can float?
Well, she didn't seem to be floating that fast.
Yes.
I wonder if her Bible would give us any protection from her.
I mean, if it's hers, wouldn't she just like it?
Yeah.
Maybe you could throw it at her to distract her.
Good idea. Jillian's going to nip in and grab the Bible.
All right, Lizzie's gonna start heading down the hallway. And those doors, those rooms that we haven't looked in, don't have doors into this side of the hallway, so we'll just have to keep going down the hallway.
Excuse me, so much dust in this place.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Unless I'm allergic to cats.
Are you?
I don't know. I don't own a cat.
If you were, that could be kind of handy, because then you'd start sneezing the closer we got.
Dillon thinks about this. I could start sneezing.
Or maybe you're allergic to ghosts.
Or books. Jillian's going to flip through the Bible just to see if anything flutters out or if there's a name on either cover inside.
Just dust.
Dust rains down.
She sneezes.
But it is actually a Bible within. Like, it's not turning to dust. It's just there is dust within.
Okay. Lizzie's gonna keep going down the hallway, and the first thing we hit that we haven't looked at will, I guess, be one of the 17s. Kind of down that little hallway.
These look like labs, possibly used for testing of patients. Maybe when they were originally dying. The room is wall-to-wall tile, but the white colour now has a sick green stain, like veins running through them. The centre tables are all metal, and they've been stained in the form of people. And on the wall is the word betrayed in cracked tile.
That's really gross.
And creepy. Look at those people shapes.
Yeah. What is it blood or what is it?
I don't know if this is a tuberculosis sort of thing. I don't think I want to touch it and find out.
No, don't touch it, probably.
Zazu? Zazu?
Your cat can't see you?
Apparently not.
I don't think the cat's in here, and I hope there's not a kid in here, because then they'll probably get tuberculosis or something.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, let's keep going. Lizzie's still hoping there's more places to look before we have to give up and go to the basement.
So, 9s?
Sure. Jillian's gonna open a 9.
A wooden sign outside says quarantine. Strict rules must be followed, and it ends FOLL. The rest of the sign is unreadable due to dust and grime. On the wall is scratched where dreams come to die. Each room is small and without amenities. Rusting spring beds, a slot for a chart, everyone has death scratched onto it. There are no doors, instead there are curtains that are used to close off each room. And at one of the ones at the back you can see the shadow of a nurse preparing a syringe. You hear, and the nurse turns towards whoever would be on the bed.
Do you guys see that?
Yes. Do you think that's a ghost, or is it... If it's...
They shouldn't be here.
Lizzie is looking very conflicted as to whether to run away or go see if someone is committing medical malpractice in this abandoned hospital.
We shouldn't be here either.
Starting to think there's something to that.
It's... If it's really old, there's probably not really quarantine anymore, right? It's not, like... contagious?
I imagine it's safe.
Right, I'll put a
Should
stop
be.
to this. And Dillon storms over to the curtain and yanks it open.
And no one is there. In front of him on the wall is the word lies. Lies. And the mattress on the bed is stained in the shape of a human.
Dillon looks around confused.
They were right.
Wasn't there someone in here?
I guess it was a ghost. Or something.
Maybe the air in here is kind of bad. Maybe we're starting to see things.
I guess, but we wouldn't all see the same thing, right? Like,
Mhm.
if people have hallucinations, then they don't all see the same thing unless there's external factors leading to that.
Hmm.
I guess we'd better keep looking.
Yeah.
Do you think everyone who was in here really died?
Well, it seemed
I
like a
mean-
few of them.
I don't think they're alive.
But, I mean, all the charts, someone wrote death on them, but then the article we found before was talking about how great it was that so many people got cured and left the hospital, but I mean, people would have known if they actually all died, right?
Well, if they're getting treated, I mean, deaths would probably be somewhat expected. Some deaths. I'm kind of curious what closed the hospital down now. Was it one thing, or was it just slow decline? Or because somebody did all the scratching.
Wouldn't have been much of a hospital if everyone died.
I mean, that's what the comic store owner said, that the government wanted to see how everybody who was here died, but then if everyone who was here really died, then everyone would have known that everyone died. They can't just lie that everyone got cured and they were such a great hospital, because people would know that everyone died. Right?
Hmm.
Well, maybe only if they talk. If this person from this family died, and they're from here, and this person died from there, and they never talked to each other, they would never know that it was everybody.
I guess.
Lies.
Yeah. What was the other one? One of them said forgotten. I guess they are, if they all died and no one knows. Oh, there's not a cat in here.
More doors.
Yeah. I think we're running out of hospital, though.
That's a good thing.
There's some rooms right over there that we didn't look in yet, and Lizzie's pointing to the 10s. Because they're the closest thing. The 10s, exactly. And I guess she'll open a door to the leftmost 10.
Within are wooden cabinets with glass fronts. All the glass is cracked or broken. Each room has a stained metal table with grooves for fluids to flow to a drain that is on the floor. The room is the only one that smells of cleaning agents. Posters on the wall document equipment and procedures that seem that they have more in common with torture rather than medicine.
Ew, that looks painful, that description. Diagram.
What did they do here?
Why would they need that in a hospital?
I'm beginning to think this is not actually a hospital.
What would it be then? I mean, they still have things like patient rooms and records and doesn't look like anyone scratched anything in here though. Lizzie's shining the light around looking.
Nothing is there.
That's
Hmm.
sort of weird at this point, I guess. Well, I don't think your cat's in here either. And she'll shine the light under one of the tables and kind of look around and see no cat. Oh.
And Dillon will check the other 3 doors.
The other 10s?
Yeah.
All the same.
Yeah.
And he heads back to the light.
Before leaving the room, is there a sharp instrument that Mark can pick up? Yeah, so Mark will pick up a scalpel and put it into his pocket. And after everyone else has already left.
Careful how you crouch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt me more than...
It's very sharp. It immediately cuts a hole through your pocket and falls to the floor.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right, 13, I guess. Can we go down there and check?
Yeah, if there's a room or something there. I don't think we looked there yet.
So we'll go check 13 and the door's there.
The doors are simple and open. The rooms are bright watercolors, but now with grime and the years have faded. Each has a simple bed in them, and each one is smaller than most of the beds you've seen. All have leather straps. At the base of each bed is the simplest of storage, and a small red ball sits in the middle.
Do you think these were kids' rooms?
That's a good guess. Well, at least it doesn't look like a prison.
I mean,
What's with the
there's
red
restraints on all the beds.
That's true.
The ball? I don't know.
Is it new or is it old?
The ball looks old.
Good, because a new one would be much scarier.
That's true, I guess. Or out of place. I mean, I don't know. You can go look at it if you want. And Lizzie will shine the light onto the red ball.
Okay. Dillon will walk over to the ball. And kick it.
It bounces off down the ward, and you hear it stop moving.
I don't think it's like haunted or anything.
It's just a ball.
Which now bounces back.
Maybe
Wait, what?
scratch that.
Didn't it stop first?
I heard it stop bouncing.
Dillon picks up the ball and kicks it back down the hole.
And you hear it bounce. So it's a bouncy air ball, so it's got that sort of sound to it, and you hear it definitely stop.
Ah, must have hit a wall or
Okay.
something. He turns back to the group. Dillon turns around. Huh?
Hello? Is anyone there who's not a terrifying nun?
How about a Timothy?
Annabelle? I don't know. What was the other name we found? Chester?
Yeah, but Chester sounded like an adult.
I don't know. We only found so many names.
Dillon rolls the ball back down the hallway. He sits there, kneeling down.
By the way, I've never taught Zazu how to play ball, so it's not him.
Well, that throws my theory out the window.
It stopped. Do you think we scared them?
Us scare them?
I don't know. Maybe it left because you started calling it names.
But
What?
they kicked the ball back twice, so...
Well, maybe we said the wrong name and they were, I don't know, offended.
Do we want to look at any of these footlocker things at the bases of the beds?
We can.
If you shine light, I'll flip them open.
Okay. Lizzie will shine the light.
Things like blankets, some every now and again a kid's book.
Nothing out of place, though? They all kind of look folded and put in?
Lizzie's gonna walk there with the light.
There's another bed down there to check the footlocker in anyways. Why is it getting colder again? Are we getting close to the chapel?
I don't know. I thought it might be. If ghosts are cold, then maybe there was, the one throwing the ball back. But I don't see anything, so. I don't know. I thought they might be hiding something.
Hello?
If you're there, I'm sorry if we scared you. We're not really that scary.
Is the ball in this room then? Go in and open the footlocker? This is the only one that's empty so far.
Well, if there's any ghosts here and they're not, terrifying, we're looking for a cat. So if you see a cat, I don't know how you'd let us know, but you could do that, I guess. Anyway, I'm talking to an empty room. Goodbye.
Rest peacefully?
Yes? Although I kind of get the feeling if anyone's here, they're not doing that.
Well, I don't know what you mean.
There's a southern ghost from the corner. Alright, Lizzie will head back out of the children's ward.
Jhillian will follow the light.
So what was down there?
Did you find a ghost?
No, but it got cold.
It wasn't a ghost. It was probably just hitting the wall and bouncing back.
You know it wasn't because it stopped. Also, you're not Mark. Why are you doubting about ghosts?
Well, I'm not doubting, but
Oh, so there are ghosts. That just wasn't one.
well, we didn't see who kicked it back.
I was doubting ghosts too, until I saw a floating nun.
Wasn't there a show called The Flying Nun?
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes these things just pop in my head.
Yeah, I think it was on at like 6 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Dillon's memorized the TV schedule.
Yes.
I don't remember her having a cane, though.
Or being evil?
Yeah, that either.
We haven't been in here either yet. And Lizzie will pull open the door to 14.
Tales from the Loop is produced by Free League Publishing, starring SPG as Wayne, Shadow as Mark, Emily as Lizzie, Raveninsane as Dillon, Ghost as the Storyteller, and introducing Kelly as Jhillian. Music and FX by Sirenscape and Epidemic Sounds. This has been a Kritfayle production. Thanks for listening. Give me an emphasize roll.
Emphasize?
Emphasize?
Yes, emphasize. Emphasize
Maybe.
your fear.